The sun was beginning to set over the small town, casting a warm orange glow on the dusty streets. Inside the local auto repair shop, the rhythmic hum of tools echoed as Jason Turner worked under the hood of a truck. His hands were stained with oil, but his face carried a smile, a rare gift he'd inherited from his mother, a woman who had always believed in the importance of helping others, even when she had little to give. As Jason tightened a bolt, the front door to the shop creaked open, and in walked an older man, his face weary, eyes shadowed by exhaustion. He looked out of place, as though the weight of the world had settled on his shoulders. Afternoon, Jason greeted, wiping his hands on a rag. "Hi," the man replied, his voice tired. I need some help. My car's been acting up. I don't know if I can pay for repairs, though." Jason took a step closer, studying the man. He wore a worn-out jacket and looked like he'd been on the road for a while. There was a sense of desperation in his eyes. "What's the issue with your car?" Jason asked, already sensing that money wasn't the man's biggest concern. "It's been stalling. Won't start sometimes," the man explained, glancing nervously at the counter. "I've been trying to save up, but things have been rough. I just need to get home, but I don't think I can afford the repairs." Jason looked at the man and felt a pang of empathy. He could relate to the struggle his own family had faced hard times when he was growing up. "Don't worry about it," Jason said, his voice firm yet kind. "I'll take a look for you. No charge." The man's eyes widened in disbelief. "But I can't." "No, I want to help. It'll just take a few minutes," Jason smiled, gesturing to the truck. Without another word, Jason got to work, diagnosing the problem with the truck. It was a simple fix, a loose connection under the hood, and within an hour, the truck was running smoothly again. The man watched, his face softening as Jason finished up. "Thank you," the man said quietly, his voice cracking. "You don't know how much this means to me." Jason patted him on the shoulder. "It's no problem. Just take care of yourself out there." As Jason wiped his hands and walked to the back of the shop to grab his things, his boss, Richard Hartley, appeared in the doorway. Richard was a no-nonsense kind of man, focused on profits and keeping the business running smoothly. Jason froze. "You fixed that man's car?" Richard asked, his tone icy. Jason nodded, sensing the tension. "And you didn't charge him?" Richard's voice rose slightly. "I didn't feel right charging him. He's struggling, Richard. I wanted to help." Richard's face reddened with anger. "This isn't a charity, Jason. This is a business. We don't give away services for free, no matter the circumstances." Jason stood his ground. "I know it's your business, but I just felt like doing the right thing." Richard's lips thinned as he shook his head. "You're fired, Jason. You can't keep working here if you're going to throw away our money like that." Jason's heart sank, but he didn't argue. "I understand," he said quietly. He gathered his things and walked out of the shop, his head heavy with the weight of his decision. The sun had dipped below the horizon, casting a cool shadow over the town. Jason sat on the steps of the shop, feeling a mix of sadness and pride. He hadn't expected to lose his job, but he didn't regret helping that man. Just as Jason was about to call a friend for a ride home, a sleek black SUV pulled up in front of the shop. The door swung open, and out stepped a man in a tailored suit, his confident stride unmistakable. Jason looked up, confused. The man walked toward him with a warm smile. "Jason Turner?" he asked. "That's me," Jason replied, still unsure of the situation. "I'm Mayor Carter," the man introduced himself. "I heard about what you did today." Jason's eyes widened. "Wait, what?" The mayor chuckled softly. "Word travels fast in small towns. A lot of people in this town are talking about the kindness you showed that man. I wanted to personally thank you for that." Jason stood up, surprised. I didn't expect anyone to notice." The mayor's expression grew serious. "Well, a lot of people noticed. You made a difference, and that's something this town needs more of." Jason was speechless, still trying to grasp the situation. "I know you've been let go from your job, but I have an offer for you," Mayor Carter continued. "We're starting a community outreach program at the local center, and we need someone like you, someone who cares about people, who sees the good in them. I'd like to offer you a position running that program." Jason's heart raced. "But I don't know if I'm qualified for something like that." The mayor smiled. "You've already shown you're qualified. What you did today speaks volumes about who you are. We need people like you to help us build a stronger, more compassionate community." Jason accepted the mayor's offer, his mind still reeling from the unexpected turn of events. The small act of kindness that had cost him his job had opened doors he never expected. The next few weeks were a whirlwind as Jason began his new role, working alongside local organizations to help those in need. The community rallied around him, showing support and appreciation for the work he was doing. As he sat in his new office, a sense of fulfillment washed over him. He realized that losing his old job wasn't the end, it had been the beginning of something much bigger. Jason looked out the window, thinking about the man whose truck he'd fixed. Sometimes, doing the right thing, no matter the cost, could lead to something far more meaningful than a paycheck. "I may have lost my job," Jason thought, "but I found my purpose." As you've just seen, even the smallest act of kindness can spark a chain reaction of positivity and change. Jason's story reminds us that standing up for what's right often brings unexpected rewards. What about you? Have you ever helped someone and had it transform your life in a way you didn't expect? We'd love to hear your stories. Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales like this one. And if you believe in the power of kindness, hit that share button to inspire someone else today. Together, we can create a world where compassion makes all the difference.